Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the XGIMI Horizon 1080p projector. Now I've been using this projector for about a year now, got it back in 2021, but I'm just going to show you the unboxing process and what the physical product looks like and the video quality, as well as the pros and cons, what I like about this projector and what I don't like about this projector. So let's get to it. So this is the box. It's very minimalist design, kind of reminds me of Apple products. Let's open it up. We have a thick foam padding. On the top you have 4 buttons, 2 volume buttons, 1 play button, and 1 physical power button. In the back you have various ports. You have the power ports, the optical audio, 2 USB, and 2 HDMI ports, and 1 Ethernet and 1 auxiliary jack. In the front you have a huge lens. Notice how there's no physical dial for you to adjust the focus, because that's all done internally automatically, which is what I really like about this projector. And this is the like a small camera that that's responsible for the auto keystoning correction feature. And on the side here we have the Harman Kardon badge imprinted. So overall it's shiny. It looks metallic, but it's not actually metal. It's some sort of high quality plastic, which I really enjoy. On the bottom here you have a tripod mount and some really heavy duty rubber padding feet. Overall I really like the grill kind of design. It's interesting, it's very stylish, unlike all the other projectors out on the market right now. So underneath you have all your accessories. First of all, you have the power brick. It's pretty heavy. It's like a gaming laptop power brick. Of course, you have the power cable. And you have a very low quality remote. So this is actually made with aluminum or some sort of metal, but it's very solid. It feels very solid in hand. And of course you have, it's a Android TV, so you have a Google Assist button. And you have a manual that I'm probably not going to read. Alright, so currently I have the projector mounted on a camera tripod. From my experience, this is the best way to set it up, because you can just pick up the whole setup and move it around, shift it, tilt it, rotate it to get the best viewing angle. Let's take a look at the image quality. So to my left, about 15 feet away, this is where I have the screen. As you can see, it's not the most cinematic setup, just a plain wall. Honestly, it gets the job done, and I don't find it too distracting when I'm watching a movie. Right off the bat, you can see how bright, colorful, vibrant, and contrasty the image the projector is able to produce. Despite I'm filming during the day, so I'm getting a lot of ambient light from the outside, despite all that, it's still looking pretty good. It's 1080p, but the image is crispy sharp in my opinion. And if you really want to get down to like each individual pixel, I'm gonna walk closer. This right here, it's about half a foot away, and this is when you actually start seeing the pixel.
honestly, it's pretty pleasant to look at it. It doesn't really bother me, and you're not going to watch video on a 120 feet, like 120-inch screen, half a foot away. You're most likely going to be watching from like 10 to 15 feet away, like right here. I do want to show you one of my favorite feature from this projector. And if we pick up the remote here, if we press this button, what that does is basically telling the projector to do an autofocus. Just like that, 3 seconds later, the image is perfectly focused. Unlike the other projectors, you have to, adjust the focusing ring manually. It takes like 10 minutes to set up. By the time you set it up, you don't want to watch a movie. So I'm really enjoying the autofocusing feature from this projector. I do want to point out there's one thing that I don't like, but it doesn't really bother me much. But it's there. Is that if you pay attention closely, you can actually see there's a uneven white border around. Do you see that? So basically, what that border is, that's the actual size of the image before you do like a keystone correction, like before you frame it. Because in the ideal world, you would just have it parallel to all your wall edges, and it's perfectly level. But in reality, you have to do keystone correction, and when you do that, that leaves like a trim around the actual leveled image, and there's no way you can get rid of the trim. So it doesn't really bother me, but it does sometimes. Like since I'm in a small room, like the trim is actually acting as a source of ambient light. I know it's crazy, but overall, it's not that big of a deal. So thank you guys for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know if you have any question. Overall, I think it's definitely a step up experience from just watching a movie on a TV, because of the size of the image this thing is able to produce. So if you enjoyed this kind of tech review,